Every summer, gardeners experience the same mystery. Two gardens can be growing in the same area, in the same town, under the same sun, receiving the same temperatures, and yet one looks healthy and green and productive while the other one is struggling to survive. So many people assume that the successful gardener just got lucky. But maybe they had more rain, maybe they planted at the perfect time, maybe they simply had a green thumb. But after years of growing food on the farm, I've learned that the difference is usually not luck at all. The difference is the system underneath the plants. Summer heat is one of the best tests that a garden will ever face. So during the cool months, many gardens can look similar, but when temperatures climb into the 90s and beyond, weakness begins to show up quickly. Plants start wilting, harvest slows down, pest pressure increases, and a garden becomes more difficult to manage. At the same time, other gardens continue producing food as if nothing happened. The reason is usually found in 4 key areas. So the first reason is root depth. So what happens below the soil often determines what happens above it. So many gardeners unknowingly create shallow root systems by watering lightly and frequently. The water stays near the surface, so the roots stay near the surface. Then summer arrives and the top few inches of the soil dry out and the plants immediately begin to struggle. So plants with deeper roots are much more resilient because they can access moisture further down in the soil where the temperature remains cooler and moisture stays available longer. So one of the simplest improvements a gardener can make is watering deeply enough to encourage roots to chase moisture downward. So deep roots create stronger plants, especially during hot summer weather. The second reason is soil protection. So bare soil takes a beating during the summer. So the sun bakes it, moisture evaporates rapidly, and soil temperatures rise, and roots become stressed. So a simple layer of mulch changes all of that. So mulch protects the soil surface from direct sunlight, slows evaporation, it moderates the soil temperature, and it creates a healthier environment for roots and soil life. So a well-mulched garden can use nearly half as much water as bare soil gardens during the heat of the summer. And this is a tremendous advantage when the temperatures begin to climb and rainfall becomes less dependable. All right, the third reason is plant spacing. This is one of the most overlooked parts of gardening. Many gardeners plant too close because they want to maximize their production. This seems logical that more plants should equal more food, but unfortunately, overcrowding often creates the opposite result. So plants compete for water, nutrients, sunlight, and airflow. So the humidity increases around the foliage and disease pressure rises and stress builds throughout the garden. So properly spaced plants develop stronger root systems, receive better airflow, and handle heat much more efficiently. Sometimes growing fewer plants actually produces more food because each plant has enough room to perform at its best. The fourth reason is soil biology. Most gardeners, they focus on the plants that they can see, but some of the most important work in the garden is being done by the organisms they never see. So beneath every successful garden is an entire community of bacteria, fungi, earthworms, and beneficial microbes working around the clock. So these organisms help cycle nutrients, they improve the soil structure, they support root development, and they help the plant handle stress more efficiently. So one simple way to understand this is to think of the soil biology as a working force underneath the garden. So the healthier and larger the workforce becomes, the more support your plants receive. Compost and organic matter are some of the best ways to feed and grow that workforce. So on our farm, I will grow with organic matter levels as high as 33% in some of my vegetable gardens. Around 6% organic matter is about the lowest level where you can still consistently achieve strong garden performance. So unfortunately, many gardeners unknowingly damage this underground workforce. So chemical fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides, they can all reduce or disturb the precious microbes that work so hard for your garden. So when soil microbes decline, nutrient cycling slows down and soil structure suffers. And plants become more dependent on outside inputs. Healthy gardens are often built by feeding the soil first and allowing the soil to feed the plants. So one of the biggest lessons that we've learned over the years is that successful gardening is not about constantly reacting to the problems. It's about building a system that prevents many of those problems from happening in the first place. So this is why I created the free guide, Grow More Food with Less Work, 8-Step Abundance Garden System. It walks through how soil, compost, spacing, moisture management, and plant health all work together to create a productive garden that becomes easier to manage. You can find the link in the description below. So when the system underneath the plant is working properly, the garden can thrive even when the weather becomes challenging. And that is usually the difference between a garden that survives the summer and a garden that truly thrives.